Freemason Army Ranger Kris Kristofferson, the hidden gem of Freemasonry. Listen closely to this one, gents. You're about to hear a story about an accomplished dude that seemingly the world has forgotten. But not us, brothers. Kris Kristofferson is an American retired country singer, songwriter, and actor. Among his songwriting credits are Me and Bobby McGee, For the Good Times, Sunday Morning Comin Down, and Help Me Make It Through the Night, all of which were hits for other artists. In 1985, Kristofferson joined fellow country artists Waylon Jennings, Willie and Johnny Cash in the country music supergroup The Highwaymen, which was a key creative force in the outlaw country music movement that eschewed the traditional Nashville country music machine in favor of independent songwriting and producing. In 2004, Kristofferson was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. On this episode of the old-fashioned Masonic podcast, we'll dive in a little deeper on this country music icon and Freemason. If you have not already done so, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast to get up-to-date episodes as they release. Kris Kristofferson was born in Brownsville, Texas in 1936. Kristofferson moved around frequently as a youth because of his father's military service, and they settled in San Mateo, California. He graduated from San Mateo High School in 1954, and then immediately enrolled in Pomona College. At Pomona College, he experienced his first national exposure in 1958, appearing in the March 31st issue of Sports Illustrated for his achievements in the Collegiate Rugby Union, American football, and track and field. Yes, folks, not only was he handsome, he was athletic too. He and his classmates revived the Claremont College's rugby club in 1958, and it remains a Southern California rugby institution. In 1973, Kristofferson received an honorary doctorate in fine arts from Pomona College during Alumni Weekend, accompanied by fellow performers Johnny Cash and Rita Coolidge. In 1958, after graduation from Pomona, Kristofferson was awarded a Rhodes Scholarship to the University of Oxford, studying at Mornin College. For those of you that don't know, that means this dude was really smart. While at Oxford, he was awarded a blue for boxing, played rugby for his college, and began writing songs. Kristofferson, under pressure from his family, joined the U.S. Army and was commissioned as a second lieutenant, attaining the rank of captain. He became a helicopter pilot after receiving flight training at Fort Rucker, Alabama. He also completed Ranger School. In 1965, after his tour in Germany ended, Kristofferson was given an assignment to teach English literature at West Point. For most people, he has lived an accomplished life already: an athlete, a Rhodes Scholar, an Army Ranger helicopter pilot, and now to West Point. Dang, Kris, save some for the rest of us, champ. Instead of going to West Point, Kris decided to leave the Army and pursue songwriting. His family disowned him because of his career decision. After leaving the Army in 1965, Kristofferson moved to Nashville, working odd jobs while pursuing a music career and managing his son's medical expenses. His marriage ended in divorce. He took a job sweeping floors at Columbia Recording Studios, where he met June Carter and asked her to give Johnny Cash a tape. Cash initially ignored the tape, but Kristofferson later landed a helicopter in Cash's yard, capturing his attention. He literally stole a helicopter and flew it to the Cash home to drop off a demo tape. That is badass. Cash recorded Sunday Morning Comin Down, leading to Kristofferson's 1970 Country Music Association Songwriter of the Year award. His songs gained popularity, recorded by artists like Ray Price, Gladys Knight, and Johnny Cash. Janis Joplin's posthumous #1 hit, Me and Bobby McGee, further boosted his fame. He debuted in acting with The Last Movie and performed at the Isle of Wight Festival. For several years, Kristofferson concentrated on acting, appearing in a variety of films from the early 1970s to the mid-1980s. He starred in notable movies like A Star is Born with Barbra Streisand, for which he won a Golden Globe. A Star is Born was later remade, and Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga took the lead roles. In the late 1990s and 2000s, he gained renewed recognition for roles in the Blade trilogy and other films such as Payback and the 2001 remake of Planet of the Apes. His later career included roles in family films like Dolphin Tale and its sequel. In 1961, he married his longtime girlfriend, Fran Mavia Beer, eventually divorcing. Kristofferson briefly dated Janis Joplin before her death in October 1970. His second marriage was to singer Rita Coolidge in 1973, ending in divorce by 1980. Kristofferson married Lisa Myers in 1983, and they are still together today. Finally, one stuck! Kristofferson and Lisa Myers own a home in Malibu, California, and maintain a residence in Maui. Kristofferson has had a number of medical problems in the past few decades. He had successful coronary bypass surgery in 1999. He later started experiencing memory loss. Kristofferson has 8 children. Wow, he was a movie star. Kristofferson has said that he would like the first 3 lines of Leonard Cohen's Bird on the Wire on his tombstone. Although we do not have exact dates, several credible Masonic sources state that Kristofferson was made a Master Mason. He has also appeared in a commercial for Shriners, which may lead one to speculate there too. Did you know Kristofferson was so accomplished? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Old-Fashioned Masonic podcast. This is the only way you get to listen to my snarky comments and condescending tone.